right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the question we are starting with today is, what is the best way to squash a rumor? So it seems that everyone, and I mean everyone, seems to be speculating on why Chicago Blackhawks winger Corey Perry was suddenly kicked off his team. The official explanation was that Perry engaged in, quote, unacceptable conduct. But the leading theory online is that Perry was involved in a personal relationship with teammate Connor Bedard's mother. So on Tuesday, GM Kyle Davidson held a press conference denying the rumor, but once again, he did not offer details. Let's listen to what he said.
However, I do want to be very clear on this one point. This does not involve any players or their families, and anything that suggests otherwise, or anyone that suggests otherwise, is wildly inaccurate, and frankly, it's disgusting.
Thou doth protest too much?
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, the Blackhawks are dealing with this. That comment came out yesterday in a press conference. Andrea, the rumors are still running wild. So how do they start to try to manage this?
First of all, I'm not even the biggest hockey fan, but was I the only one who was like, who is Corey Perry? What did he do to Connor's mama last night? Ask you seriously. Listen, when you get that kind of juice and it hits the internet, everybody wants to know. That's the time that we are in. But I like the way the organization is dealing with it, mainly for two reasons. Jada and Will, right? Remember their whole entanglement nonsense? The young man that she had a sexual relationship with came out, did an interview, and then it just went everywhere. And they used her show, at the time that's now canceled, Red Table Talk, to address all of the rumors. And they talked openly, and they said we were not together. They gave the full explanation and the truth. And what happened?
Made it
Nobody
worse.
cared. It made it worse. It was more
10
fuel.
times worse.
Exactly, more fuel to the fire.
truth.
Even years later, Jada just released a book called Worthy, where she seems to be doing an even bigger deep dive into her explanation. Does anybody care? The internet still believes that she's a cheater, the entanglement. So I think
the
that
lie is more powerful.
The Blackhawks need to keep their mouth shut, because the last thing a team wants is to be distracted, for their players to be distracted, for the entire season to be
But what
affected.
about someone like Bill Clinton, who on national television went up and said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman?
And that was the worst, and that was the worst thing he could have done, because then that played everywhere. Because he said something. If he kept his mouth shut, we wouldn't.
It would go away.
It would have
Can I
been
ask-
less fuel to the fire.
Because we have a big-time celebrity here, have
Yeah.
there been rumors about you ever circulating that you had to, like, squash to be like, this is ridiculous?
I create the rumors about me. No, that's the thing. Is it's like I'm so much of a square in my personal life, because I think for this exact reason. Like, I sleep well. Anytime people are like, "Have you heard the headlines?" Not a bead of sweat even comes near my face, because I'm like, I'm good. But the thing is, it's like, I think what you said is absolutely correct. A lot of times, the way to address it is not to address it, because what happens is you give validity to even people who think a little something. If somebody is leaning just a little bit this way, even if you give them a little bit of validity to what they think, all of a sudden people are running to the races, because that's all it's about right now is clickbait and what sounds the best. And there's something, I'm paraphrasing, but they say that the lie is more juicy than the truth. That's the reality, and that, like, the lie is gonna run away and has way more legs than the truth.
We had an expert on the show, I think yesterday or the day before, who said that a lie can travel around social media twice as fast or 3 times as fast as the truth.
3 times. 100 times as fast.
Maybe 100 times as fast. I do feel for Connor and all of this. In case you don't know who Connor Bedard is, let me tell you, they call him like the LeBron James of hockey. So he is 18 years old, #1 draft pick. This kid is like the next big thing in the NHL. He's huge. And the fact is, Corey Perry allegedly was brought on to the team a few years ago to act as a father figure or a mentor.
He took
to Connor.
Yeah, he took that literally.
And say, let me help you.
I'll be a father figure, okay?
It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Yeah.
But what gets me going now is that Connor, in the beginning of this career that we think is going to be amazing, if you know anything about hockey, the strategy is you get in your opponent's head. And if you don't think that the other players are going to be talking smack on the ice
They're
to
gonna be
Connor
chirping.
every time he hits the ice, my heart breaks for that boy because he is just a kid. He is innocent in all of this, and he's going to hear this for a really long time. And I do feel bad for him.
I think it's gonna, but you know what? I think that there is almost nobody who has made it to a certain level or attained a specific amount of success that hasn't had to overcome some type of adversity, some type of hardship. So whether that be rumors, whether that be something that they came up with within their own personal life, whether that's trauma that they went through, there's always some form of adversity that people get through, they conquer it and they master it. So whether that's a LeBron, whether that's a Connor, whether that's somebody else, these are things that usually make you tougher and make your
that's a
skin
great
tougher,
point.
make you able
Fuel.
to progress and evolve in life. So I think he's just going to be, he's going to have to shift and probably evolve at an earlier stage in his career.
Yeah,
Good for him.
Great
Yep,
point.
good point.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.